Hi.
Hey, good morning. Okay, so here we go. Okay,
So,
yep.
Vijay, tomorrow, what time you wanna be the like practice
I didn't get your question. Can you?
tomorrow or uh,
No, no, no.
Sunday?
No. Weekends, no sessions planned just for the moment actually. Okay, so if we have any specific questions, we because we have time because
Okay.
tomorrow I have other schedules actually. Okay. Why weekend do you want to
Yeah.
connect? I mean, I didn't understand your question correctly. What is your question? Can you read? What do you want actually?
No, I mean yesterday or
No, no, no. I'm asking.
2 days
No.
ago
No, no,
we
no.
just did a
Actually,
1 hour
I
lesson and you said
yes, I said that in weekdays, if I lose any classes, in weekends I can cover it up. That is the reason I'm asking that question. Get my point? Weekdays, if I'm unable to make the class due to some my personal reasons, I can take weekend or not. That is the question actually. If weekdays, if I'm make out the classes, weekend I will not take any
oh.
classes. You get my point? I'm just taking your availability so that
Hmm.
if I miss any weekday classes, I can post to weekend actually. That is the reason I'm asking. For the moment, I have not planned anything on the
Hmm.
weekends actually.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. We'll move to today's agenda.
Okay.
Okay, so I given few assignments yesterday. Can you guys ping me your answers, please? Okay, I'm audible, right? Voice is clear, all clear, right? Hello,
Yeah, clear.
clear. Okay, so
Actually, I don't have.
I
Oh,
actually a little
sorry.
bit your voice is breaking. Shakruk, you are also facing the same
Oh,
issue for with him, or only me? Your what will be voice is breaking in middle when you're speaking. It's breaking. Check your mic internet connection once, please.
okay.
Yeah, sometimes it is giving when you're speaking, it is breaking the voice. Okay, so just cross check once the connections and everything is fine or not, and check the internet connectivity speed, everything. Okay, Shakruk, can you please execute the query which you ping me on your machine and see any errors are coming? Shakruk, can unmute you.
Hello?
Yeah. So can you execute your this query which you ping me in Telegram on your machine and
Yeah,
see any errors are coming? I because I am getting the error actually. Just cross check. Can you cross check please?
yeah, I also had the error over here because of the month number is equal to 12. That's why I am getting error. How should it work? For example, over here we have only equal or higher or lower.
Okay, let me
Over
see
here
your.
we have and connection, and over here what kind of connection is supposed to be?
Let me see your query once in that case. Just a moment. Okay, I thought.
Yeah, if
Hmm.
you execute without month number equal
You are
to
giving month
12.
number. You have to put select. Okay, you put select when month number less than or equal to 11 and month number greater than 8. Then fall. Okay, end. Okay, this is column 1. This is column
Yeah,
2. This is column 3. Okay, this is column less than or equal to month number greater than 0
yeah,
and month number 12. Huh?
yeah.
And month number 12?
It's not gonna work. I don't know.
Let's see. Month number less than equal to and greater than 0, month number 12. Then what should be? It should be winter. Okay, let's put end. And it's column 4.
Yeah.
Remove this here. Should work now. Okay, double declare. Okay, working now. Month number 5. It is spring.
Yeah, right now. And could you put month number 1?
Okay. 1.
Yeah. No.
So
Everywhere.
right. So 1 less than or equal to greater than 0. Okay. Here again month number equal to 12.
Yes.
It's mandatory equal to 12. You can put or condition actually instead of and condition. Month number 1 is winter, right? That's what
Yes.
you are. Yeah. Instead of say and is okay. I will explain you in the operators. I will talk about and or operator how this is going to work actually. But overall it's correct only. But I didn't talk about what is and, how does and will work, how does R will work. In this today's agenda, I'm going to cover the topics actually.
Sure.
Okay. So I will show you how we write in different ways. I given this query just to give you a thought how things will work out actually. Okay. And I given two more assignments I remember.
And another assignment. So
this one. Yeah. If I remember correctly, we need to find out the total salary. In the yesterday's problem statement, we have a commission for one record and we don't have a commission for another record. So when we are doing a total salary, the total salary is coming null for the first record, right? That is what the problem statement.
Yes, and I pin it to you, and over here one problem. I couldn't use the function coalesce. I couldn't apply for the table.
You can apply. You have to write a table name here from employee.
It's not gonna work.
1 second. Yeah, here what you want here actually. So let me put it.
Because I want to apply this function.
This table is available. Okay, in my database it's not available. Okay, let me. Okay. Now here in this table you have two columns, ID and salary. Okay. So what do you want to do here now?
So I'm going to apply this coalesce for this table.
Not exactly. That will not going to resolve your problem statement.
And over here I also I made alter table.
Okay, you did alter. Okay. Okay. So here 3 columns here. ID, salary, commission. You need to find out total salary from here, right?
And you didn't execute the update.
Okay. Yeah. So here I have salary, commission.
Yeah.
This is now I need to find out total salary. Total salary will be salary plus commission.
Yes.
Right. So when you do a salary plus commission, you are not getting the data. This is how you are getting, right? Total salary is coming now.
Yes.
The second record is working wrong. So when total salary, actually you have commission null plus anything, it's null. That we know the answer. Null plus anything, null. Right? Now what we need to do, if null is there, we need to treat it as 0. Then 0 plus 200 will be 200. If null is there, we need to treat it as a 0, right?
I got your point. We should assume null is equal to
0. Then your problem statement will be resolved. Multiple ways of it. You can use case statement to resolve this actually. Can you guys write this one using case statement? Different ways of doing. You can use case statement. You can use null. I need in both ways. Can you do this problem statement before moving to today's agenda? Can you try it out now? What will be? Is clear for you?
Yeah, sure. Just a moment.
Yeah, just try it out for 5 minutes. If not, I will explain. Hello. So 1 hour back I came to see the computer table right in your shop. This is 4 feet and what is the width actually? 2 by 4. Huh? Okay, okay. Thanks, sir. I'll call you back then. Guys, just check it. I'll just be back in 2 minutes. Huh?
Sure.
Able to do? Hello?
Noted, MJ.
Yeah. I'll give 10 minutes of time. If you want to do it, you can do it. You can take it as a home assignment. Otherwise, if you want me to explain, I will explain. Okay?
Okay.
Just your decision. క్వశ్చన్ చేస్తున్నా.
Vijay, how can we convert the null equal to zero?
You can write in two ways. I'll tell you. I'll give the hint actually. What you can do in two ways. One is using case statement. How do you do case statement? Case when commission is null. Commission is null, then 0.
Equal.
Sorry, commission not equal is null. Okay, null is a different way you need to check it actually. So for example, I'll just show you. This is the problem statement. So there are two ways of doing it actually. Name is fine, salary is fine. And commission, I'll just print this commission also. Case when commission is null. You have to write not equal to null. Is null, you have to write it. Commission is null, then 0. Else commission. Okay, now what you get commission actually? You'll get new commission. You can put the column name new commission. This is what you are looking for, right? If commission is null, I need to treat it as 0. Now you can sum salary plus new commission. So now total salary will be salary plus you just copy paste this one, total salary. Okay, this is what we are looking for, right?
Yeah.
Am I clear? You can do in simple way also. This is clear for you?
Yes.
Anything difficulty? You able to understand, right? Salary when commission is null, then 0. So this is the key part. Commission is null, then 0. Else commission. Else commission means if commission is not null, then it will be 0. Then it will be commission only. So if we see 20 commission is here, it is not null, means it is 20. It will go to else block. It will print 20 here, right? So 100 plus 20 will be 120. 100 plus 0 will be 100.
Yes.
We can do in simple way also. You can take the same thing, but I'm going to demonstrate in different way. We talk about is null function. You guys remember?
Yes.
Is null commission. If it is, what does it mean? Is null. We have done some exercises also. Yeah, is null.
0.
Okay, you put commission, you put 0.
Yeah.
Plus salary. What is this? This total salary. Make sense? If
Yes.
commission is null, make it is 0. Then add salary. Simple, right? Or difficult?
No, it's simple.
Yeah, this is what the answer for that question. You can have a look, execute on your missions, and just try to understand and ask me if you have any questions. And seasons related we will do at the end of the class once again. That season problem statement is there, right? We will do once again at the end of the class. Okay, so now we will start with the new topic. If it is clear, just let me know. I will start with the new topic today. Let me open the notes for today. Today what we are going to cover is group functions and operators. Yeah. recap. I'll just give you high level checks what we have did yesterday. Yesterday we talk about conversion function, which is cast and convert. Cast syntax is basically cast operation we use to convert one data type to another data type. We have seen this few examples to converting into numeric, to convert into integer, to convert into varchar, and we talk about convert function. So that is for the date style formatting, like 100, 102, 101, 102, all these things we have did exercises. And after that we talk about system functions, use numeric function, use date function, use null, coalesce, host name. Coalesce is an important one, interview question actually. And host name, identity and current, new ID, null if, is null, case statement. These are the topics we covered yesterday. Anything, any function if you are not clear, just let me know. I will explain once again those functions.
Yeah, it's clear.
Clear? Perfect. So, I will mark it as clear. So, sorry. Today what we are going to do? Today we are going to talk about grouping functions, and we are going to look on the operators, clauses, and assignments. Okay, this is what we are going to do today. Good to go. The previous one is clear, right? Which ping is able to execute on your machines, right?
Yes.
Perfect. So grouping functions. Grouping function basically it's to group the data set. Let's say for example I need to sum. Okay, for example let me take Excel and I will explain you. Assume that 10, 20, 30, 40 is there. Now when I say sum, what it will, when I say sum of the, okay, let me put insert, let me this column name, let me it is a customer ID, or I will say amount. When I say sum of this amount, what does it mean? What you do? Sum of all this data, right? Sum of all this data, which is 100.
Okay.
Agreed. This is a sum, right? Basically, you are grouping the data set. That is the basically grouping function. We in the grouping the function itself, it's grouping the data set, grouping the data. So in the grouping, what are the things we will do? Sum, count, minimum, maximum, average. These are the things you will do, right? When you say count, how do you do count? Count of these things. 4. When you say minimum, out of this what is the minimum value? 10. When you say maximum, out of this what is the maximum value, right? When you say average, average of this. These are the grouping functions. I will show you in Excel. I mean, this I am presenting in Excel. I will show you in database also how do we do this actually. Okay, first we need to understand what is grouping function. Grouping function is grouping the data set. So this is a data set. I am grouping it. Grouping with sum of 100. Sum of this data will be 10, 20, 30, 40. So 10 plus 20 is 30. 30 plus 30 is 60. 60 plus 40 is 100, right? Count will be 4. Okay, able to understand or not clear?
Yes.
Okay, average is 25. How averages will be done? Sum of this divided by 4. 100 divided by 4. That is the average, right? It's a basic mathematics. When I put null, what it will come here? So when you are counting null is not counted on under the count actually. So when I put null here, the count came to 3. Null is not in the null is not treated in the count actually, right?
Yes.
But if when you put 0, it will work out. Count will be 4, but your total will be 70 only, but count will be 4. Am I right?
Yes.
When I put 30, it will again back. So these are the grouping. Concept is clear. I will show in a sequel how do we do that. But the concept is clear.
Yes.
Perfect. Let me do the same exercise in the database. Let me take we will take employee table only, which we talk about now. So here salary is there. Okay. Let me insert some data. Okay, don't ask me what is row number now. I will talk about later. I'm just trying to insert some data for demonstration purpose actually. Perfect. Same salary is posted. Just a moment. So I'm just creating a table with identity column. Just I need some numbers actually. So and employee name and salary. And salary. So let me take salary as integer only. Okay, let me insert data now. Select new ID, comma, 700. This is my records. Now I am going to perform count group by all the things actually. Now I would like to find out for every employee. I would like to find total employees in the table. Total number of employees. Okay, how do we do? You can put count. Right? Count star, you can put star is nothing but all columns. 100 employees are there in the table. Number of employees. Okay, just count. And
in this case, we can use identity too. Yes.
You can use identity too. Yeah, you can use identity too. For example, now identity will not. You can't rely on that one. For example, I will tell you. Now, how to use identity? Based on your identity, last value you will say how many employees are there, right?
Yes.
Let me do something for you. Now how many employees will be there in the table? What is your identity will say 100. But how many employees are there? Only 99.
No, got it.
Get my point? Your max identity is 100, but number of employees is 99. Got it right? Why should we not do like that? So here max of employee is 100, but your number of employees is 99. So we should not go with identity. So this is a count. How do we do sum of salary? Total salaries you are paying is 9900. You are just summing the salaries actually. What is the minimum salary and what is the maximum salary? Minimum is 100, maximum is also 100. Here all are same. I kept it actually. Minimum salary is 100. What is the minimum salary? It is 100 only. What is the maximum also? It will be 100 only, right? Because all are same salaries. Okay. What is the average salary?
100.
I don't think 100 because total is 99. 100 divided by 99, na? 9900 divided by 99. Okay, it's 100 only, right? Sorry, you are correct. What is the average? Sum of the amount divided by number of records. It is 9900. Sum is 9900. And what is the number of records? It is 99. So it will be 100. Am I right? Let me do for demonstration purpose. I will do something. 1 second. Update employee table. Salary equal set salary equal to salary plus employee ID. Invalid column name employee underscore ID. Okay. Now your sum and everything will be different. What is the minimum salary? 101 is the minimum salary. What is the maximum salary? What is the average? Total salary is 14,940. Minimum salary is 101. Maximum salary is 200. Average salary is 150. How do I get the maximum average salary? Total salary divided by number of records. This is our average. 150. I mean, maybe it's rounding off actually. 150 only. Right? Getting my point?
Yep.
This is a minimum, this is a maximum. These are the function, grouping functions actually. Is it clear? When you put a null, just update one record to null actually. So update one salary to null actually. Update employee set salary equal to null for employee ID equal to 1. Equal to 1. I'm just updating a salary employee equal to 1. Now when you see count will not change because count you are putting star, so count will not change. Count will be 99, but when salary will be changed actually, null will not be treated.
Can you say one more time?
Okay, here when I put a null here, what happened? Your sum is happened 10 plus 20, 30, 30 plus 40, 70 is happened. Null is not summed actually, right? Same here actually.
Okay.
Same here. If you put a salary here, your count also will change 98. When you put a star, your count is not changed because when I say star means all columns, you are taking all columns into account. But when I put a salary here, it will take only salary column. Count of salary. Get my point? The difference is that when you put a count of salary, you are getting 98 employees. When you put a count of star, you are getting 99 employees. Able to understand what I am trying to say?
So one of the employees don't have a salary for this month, yeah?
Yes. One of the employee had, because I updated one of the employee to salary to null. Null will not be treated into the count, right? Because when I put null, count is into 3.
Yes.
Understood? When I put a star here, what happened? It taken into all columns into account. In the employee table, how many columns are there? All columns it taken into account. In that case, it is coming 99 employees. When I put a star means all columns. Able to understand? Not clear?
Yes.
Star means all column. When you put a salary means only particular column. Okay. So these are the grouping functions. We'll work on some assignments or post some of the topics completed. Okay. Let me park in the notes. Okay, so next we'll talk about operators. Operators are classified into arithmetic operators, and logical operators, and comparison, assignment, comparison, and concatenation. These are the operators are there. What is arithmetic operators? We already know this is a basic things. So in arithmetic operators, which is nothing but plus, multiplication, division, percentage module, and addition, subtraction. These are the arithmetic operators. Let me take simple example to demonstrate on this one. Let me take two variables. I hope you guys remember what is variable. Okay, let me take, I'm taking two variables. This variable is 3 and this variable is, let's take 4. Okay, let me do multiplication or all operations. X plus y, what is the output I will get? Same basic thing, 7, right?
7. Yeah.
So we can do all these things. Okay, star, and what else is percent actually. Okay, quickly you can tell the answers. 3 minus 4, which is minus 1. Okay, 3 by 4. Okay, let me take simple example. I don't want to make it complicated. Okay, 100 plus 50, 150, 100 minus 50, 50, 100 by 50, which is 2, 100 into 50, 500, yeah, 5000, and 100 divided by 50 is 0. Okay, that's what it is, right? We can execute and see. Yeah, same output we are getting. I'll ask you one question now. If you put 0, what this output will give?
0.
100 divided by 0.
You cannot divide 0.
Right, it will throw error. Right? Divide by 0 encountered. This is a arithmetic, so it cannot understand. 100 by 0 when you are trying to do, it will not work out. This error you will get it. Right? This is mathematically not possible. Right? So usually what we do when this is coming 0, we need to write a case statement. To what we can do, set you can write select case when y equal to 0, then treat it as 1. Sorry, then y equal to 0, then treat it as 1, else y, and assign this to y variable only again. Okay, y 0 I am treating as 1. Now if you execute it, it will work out. Now what you are doing, when 0, 100 divided by, instead of 0 I am putting 1, it is giving 100 only. 100 divided by 1 is 100 only, right? Get my point?
Yes.
Okay, you can check it out once. These are the arithmetic operators. Clear? Shall I talk next topic?
Yep, you can.
Okay.
Yes.
Next we talk about logical operators. Before logical, we will talk about comparison operators. Yeah, this will be easy. Comparison operators greater than, equal to, equal operator, I'll put in bracket equal, and greater than, bracket greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, what we do, greater than is this symbol, equal to is this symbol, right? Greater than is this symbol, so I put greater than or equal to, so we put equal to here. Clear? Less than or equal to. Less than is this symbol, less than or equal to. Okay, and not equal to, you can represent like this, or you can represent like this. All are same. Okay. Not less than means, not less than means, less than symbol is this one. Not means you need to put this one. Okay. Not greater than means greater than this symbol. Not means this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear, right?
Yes.
So let us do some small exercise on this actually.
Oh my god, we is tired.
Select star from employee. Let me filter out where employee ID 106, employee ID 5, where employee ID equal to 5, employee ID underscore ID equal to 5, equal to means equal 5. I am getting only employee ID 5. This is this one. Can I mute? I am getting noise actually. Okay. Okay, so employee equal to 5 and employee greater than 5 means, next what is this next one? Employee greater than 5. Take the same thing. Greater than 5 means you will get more than 5, whatever it is there. All 5. Stop me if you don't understand. Less than 5 means you need to put less than 5. You will come from 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and what next? Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Okay, so you take this one and greater than or equal to. So here, if you see here, what we are getting, we are getting greater than 5 means 5 is not included, only from 6 onwards it is getting started. So if you see here greater than or equal to, it will include 5 also. 5 also came. Understood the difference? Greater than and greater than or equal to, it will come 5 also. Just give me acknowledgement if you are able to understand or not.
Yes.
Yeah. So try to understand. Yeah. So try to understand the difference, because these are simple things but confusion things. Less than or equal to means
It's with 5 too, so comes 5 results.
yes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. And
Yeah.
next one, not equal to. Not equal to 5 means other than 5 everything will come. Not equal to 5 will not come. Okay, you can represent this one like this, or you can represent like this also, both are same. Okay, both results are same, no change. And what else? Not equal to, not less than, not less than. You can try this too, right? You can try it out. I will put it here, I will put it here, I will ping you this concept. Till here you can try once actually and just acknowledge me, able to, it's clear or not. Okay, just go through once these two things. Okay, we'll take short break for 5 to 10 minutes and we'll reconnect back. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Hello. Hello. Okay.
Is it okay?
It's clear, right? You guys are able to do it.
Hello?
Hello. It's clear. This arithmetic operators and comparison operators is clear. Hello. It's clear or not clear? Okay. Okay, we'll move to logical operators. So logical operators in I will tell you all this, like, not, or, and, between, exists. Okay, these are the logical operators. Mostly it's logical operators. What is and means? I have two okay, let me start with the first one. In. Okay, so let's say for example I want to select employee. Where employee ID equal to 1 or employee ID equal to 2.
Vijay, do you know you are unmuted?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in mute actually. Okay. sorry. I'm extremely sorry for that. Okay. Okay. So I was talking about logical operators. So logical operators in, like, not, and, between, and exist. Okay. First, let me talk about and. Okay. One more thing is or. Okay. Let me talk about or and end actually. R and N is something both are interlinked. I'll say condition 1. Okay, instead of condition, I will say expression 1. Condition 1 and condition 2. Okay, if this condition is true and this condition is true, false, true, false.
Mobile.
False. So output, if and what will come and or what will come. And means if both conditions are true, this will be true. Okay, if any of the conditions is false, it will be false. Or means any of the condition is true, it will be true. True, it will be false. Able to understand? And means both should be true, then only it will be true. If any of the things is false, it will be false, or it is quite opposite. Any of the conditions true, it will be true. Both are false, it will be false here also. Let me demonstrate with the example. So employee ID 1 and employee ID 2. In a single record, employee ID 1 and 2 both cannot be there, right? Either 1 or 2, not 2. No, or it will give at least employee ID 1 and 2 both it will give. Okay. When I put unconditioned, it will not give any record. The reason is one record will bind it to either employee ID 1 or 2, not both. Right? So when you put OR condition, it is giving a record. Okay, how does it will work? It will work on row by row. First it will go to first row. Is it employee ID 1? Okay, employee ID 1. It is true. And again it is unconditional, and you are checking employee equal to 2. Is it employee equal to 2? No, it is a false. This is true and this is false, and it is unconditional. What it will come output? It is a false. Able to understand? Basically, if this is one condition, this is one condition. If both conditions are true only, this output will give a true. Unconditional will give a true. If any of the condition is false, the output will be false. In this example, an employee equal to 1 and employee equal to 2, if both will be true only, the output will be true. But at a single row, this is if we take this row, employee equal to 1. Okay, and this is true, but employee equal to 2 if putting, it will be false. So this it will not return any data. Able to understand or not clear?
Can you explain with different way?
Okay.
Because,
Let me take some different table. Let me go to the different database. This is just imagine this is a table. I need the profile company type equal to 1 and profile country ID should be India. If both conditions true only, that will give a data set. If you see all the records, both conditions will be qualified. Let me take out this data output. Okay, if all the data, it will be both will be profile, both conditions will be set. If you put OR condition, here how many records? 1969 records came. If you put OR condition, what will happen? Either this one or this one. Anyone is true, it will give the data set actually. So if you see profile company type equal to 1, but country equal to ID, not IN. Here profile company type equal to 1, but country equal to SG. Here both conditions are true. Get me point? Or means any of the one condition is true, it is a true. But AND means both conditions should be true. Then only it will be true.
I get your point, but I have a question. For
Yeah.
how many rows we can apply this one?
N number, there is no limit. Like this you can apply multiple conditions. You can write multiple conditions here.
And or also, yep.
Or also n number of conditions you can put it. There is no limit. Okay? Able to understand what I am trying to say? Just keep this in mind when you are doing it actually. Yes, Odublik, you are asking some question.
Can you open the first table on your database? First table.
This one?
Which one?
Employee. Okay. Okay. It will not give any data set because in a row, either it will employee ID 1 or 2 will be there. It will not be, both conditions cannot be satisfied in a single row.
mm, when you show the second table, I see there was a role's name, but right here is a like IDs. I think it should be employee ID and this after and will be salary. I think for that.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Can you repeat, please?
So on second table, you show us which is the ID and currency, something like that. Can you open that? Show second table.
This one. Okay.
No, the
This one.
on left side. On left side.
This one you're talking about employee ID name. Okay, this one you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about. So it's a where profile type ID and profile country ID.
Yeah, any condition, na? Okay, you can. For example.
Different things between the first table and second table, because on first table was customer ID.
This is T profile table. T profile table. I took two columns and put a condition. For example, here if you put employee ID equal to 1, it's a single table only actually. If you see, it's a single table. In the T profile is a single table. In that, profile company type ID and profile country ID is a columns. So I took a profile company type equal to 1 and profile country ID equal to India. I am trying to retrieve the records. Able to understand?
Yeah, I understand the second one, but I didn't understand first table.
The employee table you're talking about. Okay, let me take instead of putting the same column, let me put something different. Employee name equal to, or employee name equal to this one. Okay, employee name equal to this one. If both conditions satisfy, only this record is satisfied. If you put OR condition, here also you will get only one record actually. Okay, this is not a right example. So let me demonstrate using this table actually. This is the right one actually. If you see here you have 31,874 records are there. Okay, let me I am putting the condition profile company type equal to 1 and profile country ID equal to India. Okay, both conditions satisfied records are 1969 records. Able to see here 1969. Yeah. Okay, if you put OR condition, either profile company type equal to 1 or country ID equal to India, anyone will be satisfied. If you see here 1 is there. If you see here 4 is there, but here India is there. Any one condition is satisfied, it is 20,747 rows. Understood? This is the AND and R difference actually. Able to make it out?
Yeah, this table I understood.
Yeah, just try to understand the concept. Okay, don't get confused with any table actually. Just try to any table is fine. Just you need to understand the concept actually. AND and OR difference. So if you correlate with this one, basically AND condition, if both conditions are true, then only it will give the data set. So if you see this condition, both conditions are true, then only it given the data set. True and true, then now AND is true, OR is also true. True and false, AND is false, but OR is true, right? Understood this table? Just keep this table in your mind when you are doing it, so that AND and OR you will not get confused. Okay, clear? Shall I move? I will give some examples, maybe you can see that actually. Okay, AND and OR completed in. I will share you this table. Okay, don't worry about it. Let me do in where I want to do profile country ID equal to India or profile country ID equal to DO. I don't know what is DO. Okay, whatever it is. Country ID is equal to DO or profile country ID equal to HK Hong Kong. Okay, HK Hong Kong. Okay, like this it is there. you will be getting entire data where in do hk is satisfied. You will see do in hk only. Other than that, you can't see anything. It's our condition. Any one condition satisfied will give the record. Okay. Now this is our condition. You can do the same thing in different way. There is the in clause is there. In comma hk comma do. Here if you see how many records you got it, 3922. Here also you will get 3922 only. Both are same. In clause will act as a or condition. But here if you written 3 times you return the same condition. Here one time you return. This is a different way of doing actually. Understood? Not understood?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the in clause. In not clause operator. Or and in. 3 are clear? Shakruk, clear for you?
Yes, clear. Yeah,
Okay.
clear.
Now let us take like. Profile name. Like no, like let's see Vijay. Okay, so like operator is it's like see profile name like Vijay I kept. So starting whatever it is there, this percentage will tell you starting whatever is there you don't care and ending whatever it is there you don't care, but Vijay is there or not it will check. See here Vijay Commercial House, Vijay Export, Vijay Enterprises, Vijay Technologies, J Vijay Diamond Co Limited. If you see here Vijay is in center, Vijay is starting, okay, but Vijay is there somewhere, Vijay should be there. That is a like where profile name like Vijay means if you don't put anything, if you put only this part, you will get only starting. You will not get fifth record. So if you see this one, you got this record, right? You got these 5 records. If I remove this first starting percentage, you will get only 4 records. Meaning is that the profile name should start with Vijay only. Ending whatever is there, I don't care. Okay, this record is not coming because starting some J is there. Okay, if I remove this percentage and if you put this percentage, you will get only 1 record. No records actually because you don't have any data. Able to understand? If you put both percentage, starting whatever is there you don't care, but ending whatever is there it will not care. But somewhere Vijay should be there. Then only it will give the data set.
Yeah, I understand.
Shakrug, you?
Yes, Mitchell.
Perfect. This is the like operator. Okay, in is done, like is done, and is done, or is done, between. So profile ID between. Second profile ID is okay, profile. Yeah. Profile ID between 100 and 200. It's like greater than less than. Okay, 100 and 200 you have only profile ID 117. Let me increase this to 10,000. Okay, you will get the profile ID between 100 and 10,000. It's like greater than less than things, but you can use it between actually. You can write the same thing. How many 93 records you got, right? You can do the same thing. Profile ID greater than 100 and less than 10,000. Less than 10,000. Here how many data set you got? 93. 93. Get my point? Same, both are same. Between 100 and 10,000 means greater than 100 and less than 10,000. Understood?
Yes.
This is between.
Yes.
This is between. Exists. Okay, well, this is only pending. Exists. Okay, so this will not give any data set because where 1 equal to 2 is false, right? It will not give any data set. Okay, what I am trying to do is where exists, I mean if this is giving any data set, this will give a data set. Exist means it will check this is giving any data set or not. If this is giving any data set, then only it will give the data set. If it is not giving any data set, this will not give any data set. So now you see, you will not get any data set. So just remove this one. Now you see, you will get a data set. Exist means it will check this condition is giving any data set or not. It will not really bother to what data set is giving. It's coming data set or not, it will check. If data set if we are getting, then it will return the data. This condition is true. Understood? Able to understand exist?
Can you explain one
Can
more
you
time?
repeat more than
Yeah,
that? I
okay.
didn't get-
Yeah. So exist is existence. It will check the existence of the record. Now in this table I have data. Okay, data is existed.
Okay.
Right? If this table is getting a data set, automatically this condition is true. If this condition is true, automatically you will get the data from the here. For example, if this table is not giving any data, this condition is false. Automatically you will not get any data from this table. So for example, let me make this not to return the data. 1 equal to 2 means it will not return any data. This is not this is not returning any data set row, right? So this condition is false. This condition will be false. Now it will not return any data. When you put not exist here, it will return the data set. Exist, the word itself exist means it will check the data set is available or not in this query. But
Data set which we are looking for.
no. It could be anything. It could be anything. You don't really care about. Okay, you have some query here. You don't care about what query it is there. Okay, some query is there. If that query is returning a data set, you need to execute your outer query. If that query is not returning a data set, you should not execute your outer query. There are two queries are there. This is one query and this is another query. Based on this data set result, your outer query should work it actually. In that case, we use exist actually. Based on this data set result, your profile should return the data set result or not to be decided. Able to understand or no?
Yes.
Okay. I will give some assignments on this one so that you can do it actually. Understood till here?
Yes.
Okay. You can note down the questions actually. Otherwise, I will note down on notepad and I'll share you guys. Wait, I prepared some questions on this problem statements. Before that, I need to share the employee table. The last training I have employee table or not, let me check once. Okay, you just can take an employee table. Employee ID, employee name, job, salary. Let me see if this table is the group I kept somewhere. I'm trying to get this table. Payroll department.
We have a table which I think yesterday.
No. I'm looking for a specific table structure actually. In the last batch, I shared that table and I lost it in my machine. Give me a moment. If
Okay.
not, we'll see. I'll try to create it actually. Yeah, I think this table. These tables. Okay, I will give the script actually. You can execute on this one because based on this one or exercise problem statements will be there. Okay, I given you department table and employee table. Just execute on your databases. Okay, I will also do it actually in my database also. Okay, sorry, it's in Togo. Just execute on your databases. Okay, able did it. Okay, I'll
You
give.
have to right now.
Yeah, execute on your databases right now only, because I'm going to give you some questions on top of it. Okay, it will be weekend assignment for you guys. Okay, I hope you guys will have good time to do this exercise during weekend. Question number 1.
Yes, sure.
Actually, I can copy the questions from previous batch. Just a moment. If the questions also there, I can just copy paste it. These questions you guys done. These things are done. Okay. Let me copy some questions from that. Okay, no need to type in that case. Yes. Write a query. Let me copy this. Write a query to find a dealer whose name starts with between A and S. This one I have not covered. Okay. This I will talk about. I will talk on this concept. I'll talk it now. Can we reread the worker using like operator? Okay, write a query to find out whose name does not start with A and S. Okay, write a query to find out the whose salary is in. Okay, this is done. Okay, this one I'll tell you guys. Let me see any other questions are there. Questions also I can copy it actually. Let me see what are the questions I can give. This is enough. Okay, first question, write a query to find the details of employees whose job is clerk. How do we do this? Whose job is clerk? You guys executed these two tables? This question I have to explain because this is I have not covered. Okay, I will explain in the like when I am explaining the like operator. I didn't talk about one thing. Let me quickly look in explain that actually. After that, you can take these assignments. One thing I left it out. So that question. Profile name like we kept Vijay, right, when we were explaining. This one we covered. Okay.
Yeah.
There is one more thing. I can put brackets and I can say range. Okay, A, I would like to see between A and D. Meaning my first character should be A, between A and D only. So if you see, your first character will be A, B, C, D, between these four characters only. Your first
And
character.
right now you gave answer for second question, yes?
Yes, you are correct actually. So profile name like between A and D, meaning your first character will be either A, B, C, D, within these four characters only. If you put A and B only, if for example A to B means your first character will be either A or B. Other than that, you will not see anything else. Am I clear? It's a range.
Yes, clear.
Perfect. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
So, can we use it with the salary, like salaries between 100 and 1,000, like, so who is the salaries between 100 and salaries comes out, or just it's
Can you come in your question? I didn't understand your question. Can you explain?
no, it's a rare profile name. Can we put where is the salary, like
of course.
on the,
Where profile? Can you where profile name?
yeah, I wanna put the salary and like.
But you don't have salary. You don't have salary column here. Okay, you yeah, in the employee table we have salary. So where salary? What do you want to put? Salary?
Between 100 and 1,000.
Of course you can put it between 100 and 1,000.
1,000.
Yeah, of course you can do that actually. Between 100 and 1,000 you don't have anything. Okay, it's 100 and 1,000. You don't put 2,000 here. Okay, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just quickly walk through the questions actually, and during the weekend you guys can practice it actually. So write a query to find the details of employees whose job is clerk. In the employee table we have column name called job. Column name called job. You need to find out the employee whose job equal to clerk actually. Okay, I'm not going to reveal any answers. You guys see, I'm just trying to explain the questions actually. Okay, write a query to find the details of employees whose name starts with A and S. Between A and S, not A and S, between A and S. Okay, this answer already told you. Okay, write a query to find the details of employees whose name does not start between A and S. I'm not going to tell this one. You guys see how do we do does not work, how is going to work actually. Just Google it once again. Okay, no need to stick to the class notes only. You can Google it if you don't find any answers. Okay, next one. This is clear, right? If you want, I just quickly tell you. Not means how do you do this? You can put person, this one, cap. Cap only. Okay, I should put inside. 1 second. Other than A and B, everything will come. This is a not. Okay. If you see, starting character will not be A and B at any point of time. Okay, this is the answer for that. Write a query to find the details of employees whose salary within the range. Already this you guys know. Write a query to find the highest salary for each department. This I have not covered, so I request to not to take this question because it's a group by class. I need to cover one more topic. This also not covered. When number of class working in each department. Working in each department. Okay, these are next topic related question. I'm sorry for that. Okay, let me see. I covered on question data for the 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see if I can add something more. Write a query to find the employees whose job equal clerk. That question is covered. Write a query to find the details of employees who are earning more than 3,000. I will put that question. 1 second. Write a query. Okay, write a query to find the details of employees earning more than 3,000. More than 3,000. Okay. 6th question. Earning less than 2,500. Okay. Earning within the range, already this question is already given. Write a query to find the details of employee. Find the details of employee whose jobs are clerk, manager, salesman. Okay. Write a query to find the details of employees except president and manager. President and manager. Okay, in the employee table you have president and manager. Except these two, we need everyone. Okay. Except president and manager. 9th question. Write a query to find out the employees. Write a query to find the details of employees whose name starts with S. 10th question. Right, I think this question is already given. I will give once again. Write a query to find out the employees whose name contain M in it. Okay. Enough or you want more? Hello? 10 questions enough?
Yes, we.
These 10 questions are
yes.
okay. Okay, so these questions we'll talk about because these questions are belongs to next topic actually. So I have to cover the topic, then only you guys can able to do these questions. Okay, so quickly today what are the topics we covered? Operators we covered, and we covered on the grouping. So the questions which I formed is on the operators mostly. Grouping related questions I will put in the next topic. I need to cover one more topic called group by clauses. After clauses only you can be able to do this one actually. Okay, so these questions related to operators, just practice on these 10 questions. Monday while coming, so make sure you submit the assignment.
Sure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, these are the 10 questions. I hoping you will get good time to practice it. That's it for today, and we'll catch up on Monday with the assignment. Okay.
Sure.
So make sure you get a time to do an assignment in the home, so that we'll get good time to discuss on the problem statements.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you guys. Have a nice weekend. We'll catch up on Monday.
Thank you.
Thank you.